The Roman Empire existed from 753 BC to 476 AD. Its rulers marked by strong leaders, amazing architectural achievements, and the conquest of the entire Mediterranean. In the 3rd century AD, economic, social, political, and military problems threatened the empire's stability. However, the immediate cause of the fall of the Roman Empire was invasion by Germanic tribes. Together, these problems led to the fall of the Roman Empire. One thing that led to the fall of the Roman Empire was problems with the economy. Overworked farmland in Italy and Western Europe caused the soil to lose its fertility, and years of war had destroyed much of the farmland. What remained of the farmland yielded poor harvests. This led to food shortages, which in turn caused a decline in the population. Another problem was that hostile tribes outside the empire's boundaries, as well as pirates on the Mediterranean Sea, caused disruptions in trade. There was also no more war plunder, which also decreased the empire's income. The empire had reached its limit of expansion, so they lacked new sources of gold and silver. Because they didn't have enough, the coins were minted with less of the precious metals. The economy soon suffered from inflation, which is a drastic drop in the value of money and a rise in prices. This led to a crushing tax burden on the people. There was also a widening gap between the rich and the poor. Rich landowners lived on huge estates and hired slaves for work. Small farmers could not compete with large estates, so they sold their land to wealthy landowners. They became part of the urban poor, who were people without homes or jobs. Some went to the city to look for work, but most stayed in the countryside and worked as seasonal migrant laborers. All these problems led to an increasingly impoverished Western Empire. Another thing that led to the fall of the Roman Empire was social problems. Citizens' interest in public affairs began to decline, and they had a low confidence in the empire. They used to care so deeply about the republic that they would have sacrificed their lives, but now they showed nothing but disloyalty. There was also corruption and a lack of patriotism among citizens, and they had become indifferent to the empire's fate. The contrast between the rich and the poor also created problems among them. Food shortages and disease led to a drastic decline in the population. People had also become more loyal to the church than to the empire. They spent less time serving the empire and more time serving the church. The immediate cause of the empire's fall was invasion by Germanic tribes. Since the time of Julius Caesar, Germanic people had gathered on the northern borders of the empire. However, they wished to coexist with the Roman Empire in peace. Around 370 AD, the Huns, a fierce group of nomads from Central Asia, moved into the region. The Germanic people began to push into Roman lands to flee from the Huns. They moved in through Gaul, Spain, and North Africa. The Western Empire could not stop them because they had no army to keep the Germanic people out. In 410 AD, hordes of Visigoths and German tribes overran Rome and plundered it for 3 days.